Good morning. And maybe that sand does look like the old sand. I was just looking at that old video. I thought it's new sand. It feels different. But maybe it's old sand. Good morning, Chris. Excuse me. Hello, Chris. Oops.
No, it's kind of a good morning.
Oh, good.
Okay, sorry, I've been late. I was kind of lost in the thread of writing.
Oh, no worries. No, it is not the best morning. I am so tired. You just want to go back to bed. You may need. No, I like my old Ryza. I mean, the new one is amazing, though. But
What's wrong
the
with the new riser?
there's nothing wrong with it. To edit out some of my old videos, Satalia, I have to go back and find the original files. That dates back 3 or 4 years because I did it on a different piece of software.
Uh-huh.
It means I have to go back, find the old software, find the old files, see if I can re-edit it. And you know what? That's probably not going to happen. I'm just being realistic here. That probably is not going to happen right now. Since I'm trying to switch over to Adobe Premiere Pro and rewrite a lot of stuff.
Ugh, Adobe. It's not the best company and product to be using right now.
Well, I
They have
have paid for it.
waived themselves fully liable to take over anything you do and train their AI on it. Which is a
That's
can of
fine.
worms in itself.
Which floater am I using? I don't know. Blue, purple, and maroon. Uh, I am
Seriously,
using
5?
the stem bolts, silver and maroon. But I'm going to actually switch to Federation tune here so we can play stuff. We'll go back to Spoimler. Come on, Spoimler. Wake up. There he goes. He's like me. Just not enough sleep last night. Temperature
Oh,
dropped into
right.
the... It's actually 62 degrees out right now. And both dogs
I don't
insisted
want to
on
talk about
sleeping
the
next to me
temperature.
on the bed, so I'm a little tired.
I don't want to talk about the temperature right now. It's so boiling, and I want to die.
We had almost 3 weeks of crazy heat, so yeah, no. I get to enjoy 62 degrees. I'm sure it'll be crazy again by the end of the week.
Currently it's 28, and it's a real feel. It's 33
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Celsius. Yeah, it's around 91.4 or something like it. So
Yeah.
fun
So,
times, and
so in
it's
other
gonna
words,
get worse tomorrow.
that was my last week. Let's see.
It's gonna be around 35, which is the actual temperature. So the feeling temperature might be around 37,
Yes, it will be
which
up in
will
those
be
temperatures in
fun.
about 4 hours, but 5 hours. But right now it's enjoyable. In fact, I will,
The
since,
morning was absolutely beautiful. I had the open window through the night. It
yeah,
was nice and cool. And I actually had to use blankets during the nighttime, but it's not fun right now.
yeah. By the weekend,
Hey,
we're going to be
enjoy.
back in the upper 90s again. Next week looks pretty decent. Lots of rain, which we really need, so that's good. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy this morning. I'm going to, as soon as we're done here, go walk the dogs so we can actually get a decent walk in. They're only getting about a half a mile in before they're doing the. Nope, nope, we are so tired. We are not doing this.
Right.
It make me feel bad. Satalia, if I'm going to get the new one, I have to find a tune who doesn't have a floater yet. Who,
Hmm.
hold on.
I do love the ASMR vibe of Ryza right now with the slow, soft wave sound. It's pretty nice. I like that it doesn't have. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it has music. I just turned off the music in the game.
There is music if you're away from the center area. It's kind of low key, vaguely Jamaican esque, but super, super pleasant.
Hmm.
No, I do not have any of them yet, Satalia. I have to find a tune who needs
Let's
some,
see.
which I was going to do last night, except I just wasn't feeling good last night. I was going to get
Oh,
up
there
and
is.
grab one of my new tunes, take him to Risa, and walk him through everything, and post that. Because I love
No,
doing
I
that kind
think I
of thing.
prefer quietness of the waves and everything.
Actually, Brisa on Sunday mornings, even when it's not during the game time, is just super peaceful. I was noticing that the devs went to visit Endeavor and talked to him about the new ships and the new bundles, and casual
Yep.
SABs always got all the information in the morning. And I'm thinking, I need a niche area of Star Trek Online that's more niche than just we play games. And I don't know what that is. And I've been doing this for 8 years, and I still don't have a niche. Aside from being
I
here for
would
8 years.
probably I would probably make a niche about ASMR locations in Star Trek in this show.
That's
Oh,
hardly
really?
something that people are going to sit there and follow for days and days on end.
I mean, for a YouTube channel, I think it would be pretty good. Like record an hour-long quietness of different parts of Risa, or like something of the sort. I don't know. There are so many social maps that still are widely unexplored, or like they have this little bit of relaxation value.
We have 300. This tune, by the way, Satellia does need a board, so as soon as I've got 1,000, I will do that. The devs on Kel stream next Tuesday to talk about the new bundle. Well, of course they're going to be on Kel's Kel. I get that.
I don't understand why he's now more streaming as an individual and has more Star Trek than he did when he was
Oh, he doesn't.
meeting.
He only does Star Trek on Mondays generally. He does, unless there's something going on. But we were
They already
chatting
said that
once.
Okinawa is gonna be there.
Yeah,
Just show the render of the ship already in Stereo
right.
Engine.
So the Okinawa. What else did they say? The Proxima and possibly the Ranger. That's the one that's still kind of up in the air.
What's the Ranger? Didn't we have a Ranger?
This would be the Ranger 2, I believe. And no, I don't know enough about the Ranger to know if we already have a Ranger. Because, that's just not what I do. Let's see if it's in here. Yeah, there is a Ranger class. It is
No, it was a
temporal.
TOS kind of thing, and
Yeah,
maybe there's a uh, TMP era variant of
yeah,
it
which is
being
what they're
Ranger.
talking about doing. Are there pics of these ships? Citalia, I think if you go through
I've seen
in.
on Trisandra's clip on YouTube
Yeah,
that he posted a screenshot of the stream
my
from
guess would
Endeavor
be Endeavor
Games.
would have some too, since he had the devs on to talk about it. So yeah, that
Yeah,
would
that
be
was
my
from their
guess.
stream, yeah.
Yeah.
And they showed a render of the Okinawa class.
Oh no, we have to go get this man some
Here's what
clothes.
it's gonna be. Is it gonna be a cruiser or a frigate or it's gonna be a warship like the
I,
Shangri-La?
it's kind of like asking me about, oh, there's a new car coming out. Is it going to be this, that, or the other? And my thought is it going to be red or is it going to be white and black? Beyond that, it's just like, Though I will tell you, I should check out my cars a little bit more than before I buy them. I bought a Sentra, which I've had before, and it's a fine car and it's comfortable. But the last car I had was a little bit more of an upgrade, and should have should have looked. But a year from now, I will go look at buying a more upgraded car. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. But it's the reason that I'm not going to classes this week is because my back is so sore from sitting in that car for 12 hours a week.
Hmm, sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's not. And next weekend is zipping up to Chicago, which is 4.5 hours up there. The next day, I'm going up to southern Wisconsin, which is another hour from there, and then a jaunty little 6-hour trip home from there in my car. Well, let's see. The devs will be on Kel's stream next Tuesday, so I guess I will have to listen to Kel's stream next Tuesday before our show. So, with it being super hot, we will definitely be doing stuff in the morning. But oh no, what an excuse to play Ryza all day while Kel's on. Oh no, the horror. Well, do we want to play Ryza or do we want to do spacey stuff today?
Um, I don't know. We do have some spacey stuff.
I have destroyed Zenkethi ships in the battle zone.
I
Repair.
have them too.
Oh well, there we go for number one. Let me send you a party invitation. Anybody else want to join us?
Actually,
Satalia
7 of right.
has repair hull, gain salvage, heal health on the ground, heal health on the ground. Why don't you join us, Satalia? Oh, you're sitting it out? Fine. Okay, fine. Be that way. I'm going up to the battle zone. I'll meet you there in a moment. Yeah, I'll definitely download the screenshot of Escape to Rise if I can find one that's clean.
My God, like, where is this coming from? There's a new plague. I mean, trend. They still think it's a plague. Something called Labubu, and I think it's the most creepiest thing that ever came out of
Is it like a
human mind.
dance thing?
No, it's a Labubu is kind of. I think it's a doll kind of a thing. It has a weird Japanese creepy smile.
Oh, boo-boo. Hang on a second here.
I don't know what to call it. It's the most hideous thing that I have ever seen,
Oh God, yeah.
and it's becoming
It's like
trendy,
evil Teletubbies with bunny ears.
right? It isn't just me. Yeah, I think it's absolutely
It's
disgusting.
the
But
eyes.
you
The
know,
eyes are wrong, and the eyebrows. If you look at it, the eyebrows are doing the down angle, which makes them
yeah,
go. "Rrr."
yeah. Those things are evil. Those are spawns of evilness.
Yeah, they are ticked off Teletubbies. Yeah, no, nobody. Nope,
Yeah.
nope, no. Though somebody's
Yeah.
smart, apparently they are trendy, and on Etsy you can now get hand crocheted clothes for them. So that's the way you do it. You find the trend immediately, and you do something like that. Tali says, just bought out the rest of my previous event this morning. Good. I know at least one person who bought out the ship already. You're here. Sorry about that.
Uh-oh.
Oopsie. Wrong button.
Whoopsie, whoopsie.
Sorry about that. How many do
I'm
you
loving the
need, by the
ship.
way?
Nah, just 5, I
Yeah,
think.
5 for me too.
Kind of
Perfect.
dumb. It's kind of
Perfect.
dumb to even have an endeavor in in this place just for 5. It's just like, ugh. Come on.
Well,
Give us at
that
least 10.
encourages to use your rerolls.
Well, I use them on everything else, so
And that encourages you to buy more rerolls. Yesterday was nope, just nope, just rerolls, nothing worth getting there. And I finally went, no, I am not doing 3 Lucari TFOs. That was the last one that came up. That is
I've got 2
so not happening.
Iconians.
Well, I got my 5. Did you get your 5?
Yep. Oh, look,
Well,
a universe class. Can see a lot of those in action.
people like them. They're pretty.
I love them.
They're giant
I love
pizza
those
cutters.
class.
Maybe I will just go and buy pizza for dinner tonight.
Hmm. Sounds like a plan.
It is a plan. It's so not on the diet, but it's just too warm to cook. And
Oh, and
normally I'd be
hmm.
driving to class, so I don't have food. I'm not supposed to eat chicken for a week or for a month to see if that helps with some of my health issues. And it's definitely helping in that I don't feel like eating anything. Well, no, I'm.
I don't know if that's a good thing if you don't feel like eating anything.
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to do weightlifting, so there's you need this many calories and this much protein and this much carb every day. Otherwise, you get to the gym and it's like, oh my god, I can barely do anything. I may take a month off from hitting the gym every day, or every couple of days, and just work around the house, chill, and then go back and attack it again. However, the gym has an outdoor swimming pool with water slides and all that fun stuff. So it's nice. Good morning, Mason. No, you can't Don't deactivate the guana yet. Well, so much for repairing shields. I'm just not taking any damage here.
No, this is low difficulty. You will not get any shield damage from them.
Yeah.
I don't even have to check my shield status, and this is like not the most powerful ship when it comes to shields.
Satali says, one of these days I'll win the lottery, so I'll be able to afford a gazillion keys, and then I'll be redeeming redacted TFO daily. I was chatting with somebody
Oh,
yesterday, and he's like, I love that TFO. So I guess it takes all kinds.
Which one?
I mean,
Gravity kills?
Gravity kills, yeah.
I don't
I could.
mind it, but if I run into an incompetent team, I'm just
There
gonna be
you go.
frustrated because it's gonna
Yep.
be take forever.
Yeah, when we do
I,
it
I
I
as
don't
a...
mind the TFO itself.
I used to have a build just for that TFO.
Yep.
I know of a few tricks that wouldn't require many keys or anything
No,
to
it does...
still
No.
zip around.
You don't understand, Musin. The keys are because I don't like to play it, and therefore I've made a cost of playing it as 1,000 keys. You want me to
A
play it?
1,000.
Yeah, that's going to deter people from wanting to make me play it. I have TFO domination, which allows you to
If
pick
you
the TFO, except for gravity kills.
if you actually want it to happen, though,
I don't.
maybe
I want the 1,000 keys, yeah, but no.
reduce the. Well, if you actually want keys, like actually want to be getting keys, maybe the price should be more like 10 keys.
Oh no, you don't understand, Mason. I have keys. I got lots of them.
It doesn't have an issue with keys. Mama has an issue with people redeeming the TFO. She doesn't want to
Yeah,
play.
exactly. Because I don't want to play it, I make it ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
Though, Satalia, you raise a good point. It is Wednesday. I do believe there's a lottery drawing today. Is it worth my effort to draw the lottery today? That is a good question. Come on, it's got to be in here someplace. Use your lottery.
You ever have,
I
because you have dogs for like probably for a long time in your life. You ever had a case of like, having an annoying person that wants to pet them when you don't want them to?
Yes, frequently.
So this is an old lady in my neighborhood that just pisses me off. She would stretch her hand. I'm literally on the street crossing. Cars are waiting, and she stretches her hand to pet my dog, and I'm like, "Excuse me?
Yeah.
Are you normal? We're not supposed to stop on a street crossing." And it's not even that. I'm trying to discipline him and make sure that he focuses, and she's like constantly around when she's distracting me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Are you even aware what's happening right now? Like I'm trying to
Probably.
like. I and then like whenever I'm just passing by and she's like always like looking with that poppy eyes that she wants to pet my dog. I'm like, if you want a pet dog, go to a shelter and pet dogs.
Yeah.
Jesus, leave me alone. I don't
They,
want you
they would really
hold all over
appreciate
my
it.
dog.
Well, the argument that old people will give you is, oh, it's not going to hurt them. And no matter what you
Well-
say, you're not going to be able to explain that I'm trying to train my dogger. Oh, by the way, I did wind up getting 1,000 repair shields. Yay.
Oh, that's good. Eventually it came up.
I will buy
Now-
lottery tickets to tell you when I'm having a bad day.
That's a very strict criteria.
Yep. I'm really depressed. Fine. But I've given myself a chance at something good happening.
Remember, if you hit it big, you're buying Star Trek Online, wasn't it?
Yes, but that's hitting it big. Right now the pool is only 174 million, which is not enough to buy Star Trek Online after you're done paying your taxes.
Aw.
Well, it's...
Really?
Yeah. What do you think Star Trek Online would go for?
I don't know, $20?
Hey, if
Give
I
or
bought
take
it...
a few?
I'd
You're like
need to...
trying to talk Embracer into selling for that little. They
Yeah,
make so
they'll
many
sell it, but they'll sell it
purchases.
for a price.
Yeah, they'll sell it for a price, and that
Yeah.
is not 12.
But that's not the
Fine,
price.
fine. $500,000.
It's going to be a lot more than that.
$500,000 cash in hand right now.
No,
Star
they,
Trek
they
Online.
wouldn't even look to you. That wouldn't cover the cost of all their employees.
With a Paramount franchise attached to this? Nah.
Yeah, the license alone's got to be crazy.
That ain't happening. Nah. Then it's stupid. I mean,
This-
they are because they made an overinvestment, but they're not that kind of stupid.
Yeah. What I think is going to be interesting is when Skydance
well,
takes over, because we already know that almost every Trek show will not be on the air for at least a few years while Skydance is taking over. They are very aware of franchise fatigue, and I know they want to kind of let it just chill.
Is there franchise fatigue? I mean, we're already in kind of a chilling situation. We haven't
Actually,
had any live action shows for a while. Outside of Strange
actually,
New Worlds, we spent 2 years in a hiatus.
there's no franchise fatigue.
Yeah, there
There's
is.
No.
writers' room fatigue.
It's people who don't get it, so all they're doing from the various production companies is they're making shows that they think somebody wants, but they don't pay attention to what Trek fans want, and so
It's.
so if you,
Trident can turn this around.
yeah, if you go into
I think
marketing,
it's.
there's a philosophy about cannibalization, but the general thought is you can retain a customer for less money than it takes to get a new customer in. And what I see with a lot of Trek and a little bit with Marvel and a lot with Star Wars is they're trying to attract an audience beyond what they currently have. But the problem is to do that, they're trying to
Luck with
appeal
that.
to other things, outside that
I mean,
Which,
niche field.
well,
And
I
I
don't know.
get,
I've heard that they're trying to make another Kenobi take on season 2, and I'm like, no one
oh
asked for this. The
no,
first
yeah,
season was reason enough not to make season 2. Like,
yeah.
go away, leave it alone, let it rest.
Oh, believe it or not, I got the heal shields and space thing. I have no idea how that happened.
you
Well,
flew into a ship that exploded, so I guess you took a bunch of damage to shields.
I wasn't even paying attention.
that'll do it. That'll do
Yeah,
it.
no, I was
Yay!
paying attention because I'm not distracted by anything at the moment.
Well, that was fun. Is there a dance party
There you
coming up?
go.
Is it a dance party at 6:30? It's dance party at 6:30. Want to go do a dance party?
If you're asking me, I didn't hear the question. Like,
Do you, Chris, want to go play
no, no,
dance party in 6 minutes?
I will never hear that question.
I can say it louder.
I know I will never hear that question.
You're not a dance party person?
Yeah, it needs to be louder. Louder. Yeah. Fire. Fire.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Well, I can forswear my dance party if we have something else to do. Shall we do something else?
Well, I've got 2 Iconian TFOs and a lot of Tholian ships to destroy. and
Okay, in that
that's
case, I'm going
a
to
lot
leave
of
the
meaning
team. I'm going to go back down to New Tholia, or excuse me, to Risa. And I'm going to switch over to a different tune.
New Tholia,
not-
being right. What?
Risa. New Tholia, Risa, whatever, same place.
Qualistan?
I have a video for Go Polystan, but not on this particular account. Hang on. Let's get out of this so I don't. I'm playing
There's
Foster
a
Blend.
lot of drinks that have suggestive names.
Really? You think?
Okay, some are not so suggestive. They just
Out
are
and out,
outright.
shove it in your face level of suggestiveness.
Yeah, like the slow screw
Sex on the beach.
against yeah, stuff like that.
Let's see.
That's something not suggestive at all.
Ooh,
No,
I have
no.
dreadnoughts and Tetrion damage, but only 50,000 Tetrion. Let me see if I've got any Tetrions here. Because I don't need much. Oh, I do. I've actually got one in here. I've got 2 in here. We're good. Alrighty.
Where's my ship?
Why do I have these both in the back? We'll put one up front there.
There you are,
Nope.
USS Roosevelt.
And what did you say you needed? 2 Iconian TFOs?
I got 2 Iconian TFOs and 30 Tholians to destroy.
Well, let's take care of
Tholian
Iconian.
ships. Tholian ships.
Right. I thought that's what you meant because you would never talk about ground stuff. Is Gateway good with you?
Sure. I mean, yeah.
We could do Gateway then Herald Sphere, and that would kill both of those for you.
Yep.
Okay, actually, why don't I queue us up for both and see what pops first? Possibly
me.
neither because we've got the dance party. Which means we could go off and do the Tholians right now while we're waiting for those to pop. Does that work for you?
You mean go to
Go to
Archer
Archer while we're
system?
waiting for the TFOs.
I do have a
Oh,
cooldown.
sorry.
Oh, never
Wee woo.
mind.
Wee woo.
We were accepted.
I went to Betel and
Ooh,
Call
wait.
because somebody suggested that for an alternate for Tholian ships, and it's a good one. There's a whole bunch of other stuff you can do in there,
No,
like
it's hot fluffer. I'll set up the cooler for tomorrow, okay? I just have to pull it through today.
poor
It
beep.
wasn't as bad at home yesterday, but today it's starting to be a bit, ugh, too much.
Yeah.
Nice, mate.
As we get a little bit more rain down, my trees are finally putting on enough leaves so that the backyard is very comfortable. I haven't yet taken out my hammock to sit in the trees yet, but maybe one of these days.
My God, I love a hammock. If it wasn't for my dog, I would have totally put a hammock here instead of a bed.
Yeah, no, you can't leave your dog off the bed.
No, I mean that's why I wouldn't have her. But yeah,
That's
generally, I'd love a hammock.
Musin, did you want to join us? No, we've already got the party going there. Dance off begins in 2 minutes.
My God, it's loading forever.
Probably somebody said, "Oh no, dance party."
Priorities, people.
Yeah.
Priorities.
There will be a dance party in 90 minutes. Though I know a lot of people are on their way to work.
Or at work.
Here we go.
Not me, not anyone I know.
I do have 5 dreadnoughts, but this will kill one of them.
Gateway,
Yeah, at the very end.
the beginning ships aren't treated as dreadnoughts.
I
They're
don't think
like
so.
battleships.
No, I don't think so. I think only the ending
You've
dreadnought is a
inspired me, and I
dreadnought.
brought this ship here this time. And someone actually brought another one. Arc Royale.
Yep.
Two Arc Royals, a Reef at Discovery, Borg Juggernaut. Wow, that's a very weird fleet.
That's an interesting one.
I mean, I do love myself, a Reef at Discovery. The Crossfield is just, ugh.
Sally says, I just placed a Horgon where the dance instructor usually stands. Okay.
Oh, nice. Well, my pet's losing a lot of torpedo.
So, Satalia, is Nude Beach like a light blend, breakfast blend? It should be called Dog Beach. Yep. Okay, that's probably why it doesn't pop up in mine, since I have it set for dark roasts. I don't want to go to the gym today.
Nice.
Well, I got my Tetrion damage, so yay.
That's nice. What
Mm-hmm.
did you put on?
I didn't put anything on. I have 2 Tetrion beams on there.
Oh, okay.
And I only
That
had
was enough?
50,000. Had 50,000 in like AP damage yesterday. First shot done. Okay, well I guess that's an easy one today.
What's your ship name is?
My ship, it's the Level Master
Level
9000.
Master 9000.
Yes.
Cute.
Obviously I built it for doing leveling during the last XP thing. So the original name of one of Ed's ships was a tribute to Dilbert. It was the Grunt Master. So I thought, we have a theme here. For those of you who remember the Grunt Master 9000. And that, I'm sure, is a take on the old Thigh Master from back in the day.
What?
The Thigh Master?
No, what was the reference you said?
The original reference is the Thigh Master, which was a exercise device sold
I know
online
that.
by Suzanne Summers. Well, in the next iteration, Dilbert, when it was a TV show, had a project they were working on called the Grunt Master, also a workout machine.
The machine is in some
Yeah.
sort of gym thing.
Like a treadmill, weight system, all built in one.
Yeah. You know how the Thigh Master thing got sort of parodied in my country?
No, I have no idea.
We we had like this woman, she was a farmer, and
Yeah.
she was doing the jacket on, jacket off, jacket on, jacket off, and just with a jacket, right? Putting it on and off, as like the newest form of exercise.
Oh, yes. Yes, I can imagine that.
And now that I think about it, in English, that actually.
Yep, that doesn't work in English,
All
actually.
right.
Satalia
Oh,
says,
boy.
"Do you like my thigh, master?" Oh, Satalia. No. Nobody. Nope, nope, nope. Satalia. Especially if you,
Punctuation.
especially if you watch Mono's Hands of Fate. It's like, no, no, noopity, nope, no, 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 no.
But like, punctuation saves lives.
Yes,
And
let's eat
thighs.
grandma, or let's eat grandma.
I, I don't know. The first the first way kind of sounds like a tough cookie and stringy and no.
Well, that's how somebody taught it to me way back in the day. I'm sure it was my mother too, because it's the kind of person she was. Thank you, Satalia. You knew the reference. The master would not approve. Shortly after that
Yeah,
movie
see.
was filmed, the person who played Torgo permanently removed himself from the sphere of the working slash living. I'm trying to find a nice way of saying that.
Just
I-
recently learned that the entire episode where Data gets kidnapped by a entrepreneur who's
Mhm.
trying to like sell him off.
Yeah.
Had the actor who plays the alien who kidnaps Data completely swapped over. They had the almost entirety of the episode shot with a completely different actor. But
Really?
he unalived himself
Yes, he did.
shortly before finishing
Yeah.
of the episode.
Uh-huh.
And they had already most of the scenes recorded, but they had to re-record with a different actor.
Yeah.
And the original actor was kind of like of dwarfish height.
Really?
Apparently was very distinct. He completely played a role differently, so it would have been a completely different kind of episode. I mean, episode's flow would have been the same, but you would feel completely different about the alien.
I really, really dislike that alien. I think the guy who played the role did a great job with it. I'm curious what the
He
original
did a
one
great
would have
job, but I absolutely hate his guts.
been. Yeah, I know, but that's exactly what you're supposed to feel.
The thing is, the way the other guy played it, there are clips on YouTube that have surfaced recently with recorded scenes from the original actor, and that was completely different.
Curious how that would have
Not all of them, but like some of them was like, wow, he plays it completely
But-
different. I don't think I can really just entirely hate him.
Yeah, but are those clips already edited with like the thematic songs playing and
I don't
background
remember if
sounds?
they had music,
Because-
but they had the.
Because
They
like
probably
if that
wouldn't be.
wasn't- No, because atmosphere matters a lot too. If they come out with some ominous like background score, a character's gonna be perceived completely different
Well, that's true enough.
than
If he
without.
didn't finish the episode before he passed, they wouldn't have gone through the whole post-production thing.
Yeah, but those clips might have been re-edited before they've been posted on
That's true.
YouTube, and
Good
they might
point.
have added some background. And I
Good
think there
point.
was a mention of that. I can't say if all of them because I've seen that show up in several sources, and they had it differently shot. Yeah, original Fajo. Or Fajo, I don't remember how.
I assumed it was the actor who was in the final production who had deleted
No,
himself.
no, it
Okay.
was pre-shot with someone else.
Okay.
He looks completely different. He has
Oh,
full
sure.
prosthetics on his face. A lot more done on him than in the final actor.
This is not me being
Correct.
unsympathetic, but I always wonder what happens to a production like that when a character dies or something like that
They are in
happens.
panic mode, and then they immediately think about who can replace them because they can't like skip the episode.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, definitely.
Right in the 1890s, that would definitely require them to immediately think of damage control and either put moving that episode further into line so they can wrap it up. If they have something else that they can air. I don't know if they were shooting mid like airing or is it just like they had to shoot the entire season
No, it wouldn't
back
be
in the
mid-airing.
day.
This back in the day, no. Post-production meant they had to have things in line, but yeah, it would mess up that. But they could always show a rerun midstream if they had to. Good morning, Mr. Dave. Oh, by the way,
I
Mr.
posted the
Dave,
link for it if you
you
want to
are
check it.
down on Ryza at the moment, so because hey, Ryza, I will check your link in a bit.
It's just a minute and 20-second clip, but it changes. It's a completely different face over there. It's so
Put it on
weird.
mute so I don't hear it, since it's always asking for trouble.
It's completely different voice, different inflection.
Well, Nehemiah Persoff, I know. That's Fajo?
Yeah, that's Fajo.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's a completely different kind of character. He looks differently, he sounds differently. There's a comparison of the same scenes between the original one and the final actor. Someone posted a comment. A difference in performance is delivering the same line show how much an actor can bring to a character.
David Rappaport. Oh, interesting. I know who he is.
Yeah. It's so different, my god.
Yeah, from looking at all these notes, yeah.
It would be a completely different episode. It would try to tell the same story, but it would have been completely differently received episode.
I have to watch something here for Satalia. No, Satalia, I did not look at it. Oh, no. No. That
Rappaport kind of feels sinister at times, but like Rubinex, the other actor, he feels like a slimy bug.
yeah.
He irked me so much in that one. And Rubinek actually has some Polish origins. I mean, he's a Polish Jew, I think. The actor who eventually played Fajo.
Mm-hmm. I want to say my husband knew him from college days.
Rubinek?
Yeah, my husband wanted to be an actor, so a lot of people who are successful actors, he actually went to college with.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm looking at the Running Man from Satalia that she sent me the other day, and
And
doesn't feel quite right. Looks like it's much more backstory focused. And a little bit of Hunger Games focused.
that's something new?
Yeah. Same concept, though. But where Schwarzenegger's was very ooh, 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 ooh. That was what's his name? William C. What's his last name? William C. That guy. This is a little bit more dystopia type thing. It might be fine. William C. Daly? No, William C. Macy. William C. Macy. That's what I'm thinking of. Who I love as an actor. Also check Data's gallery. Like I have nothing else to do. Hang on. What's in Data's gallery? Oh, that is the wrongest picture I've seen in a long time, Satalia. The dance instructor is just staring at the Shamaharon, pleading with it. Sorry, staring at the Horgon,
So,
pleading for Shamaharon. Please,
Oh,
please.
Nor. Or Nor. Scary.
not scary. Ryza.
Same
Like,
thing,
what do you
really.
expect? It's Ryza. What do you expect? For tradition to suddenly, like, disappear? I buzzed the resort.
Heading to Archer because I want to deal
Okay.
with these.
Deputy, I offered to join you, and you said,
bullies.
no, I won't do that. I won't join you. I'm on my way. I'll go help you. I'll be there in a moment. Oh, did I call you Sav again, Satalia? I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I don't mean to do that. I'm going to blame it on getting old.
I mean, if it helps, I'm not old and I'm confusing them as well.
Oh, I didn't say it. Hey. Woo. So I was talking to Taz not that long ago and called him Ed by mistake.
Or Nor.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, your shenanigans are extremely similar to Sav's. I'm on my way there,
Yeah.
Chris.
Plus, I think you're both in red in Mom's chat. Which doesn't help it.
Yeah, sometimes Sav's in a different color, but yeah, generally they're both the same color, which is just like, why? Why?
Yeah.
When we're done here, we're going to do Harold's Sphere. If you want to join
I
us,
tried
Mason.
to not.
If you want to join us, Mason.
Oh,
Right now we're doing Archer, but in a few minutes we'll do Harold's Sphere.
Okay.
Be a few minutes. There's a game, MILFs of Sunville. What the heck? What is that about?
A what?
Game called
MILFs?
MILFs of Sunville. Maybe MILFs means something different. Please let it mean something different. Please. Please, please, please let it mean something different.
I can traumatize you even worse, Mom.
Pardon?
I can traumatize you
Oh, please
even
don't.
worse than that.
Shall we go in, Chris?
I'm
Oh,
going
you're
in.
already in.
Yep.
Okay, I'm right behind you. Yes, Cetalia, that's exactly it.
I can do it. Oh, it's only 85 cents.
How many
Oh
ships do you have
yeah,
to do, by the
love
way?
this
I,
trash. 30, and
yeah,
I'm over halfway there. I've got 19
Yeah,
already.
and we're only on the first round through, so. It's those gosh darn web nodes. Always so lovely.
there's this series of games.
The Destroy Thorian ship's complete. And I've
Oh,
had 30. Don't know where that happened, but I think my
it,
pets had something to do with that too.
oh yeah, but they also target the web nodes, and the web nodes each count as a Tholian ship.
Well, it is a structure in space that you
Yep.
destroy, and it belongs to the Tholian, so I
That
guess it
doesn't
all
always work
checks
that
out.
way, but yeah. It's a destructible thing in space, so yeah, why not?
Of Tholian origin, no less.
I sent the least explicit link to the
God,
series of games.
no.
Don't worry about it. You can look after stream.
Yeah, I will look after stream.
It's bad.
Or just delete it up front.
No,
I,
like
I was doom scrolling for a few minutes this morning while I was waiting for the coffee to brew, and it was coming up with, oh, the worst thing that ever happened to me, or what's the saddest thing. I'm thinking, why? Why would you do that first thing in the morning?
Right?
well, the link I sent is the most baffling thing that has happened to me on Steam. This is just on Steam. That's it. Don't know if it's suited for the stream though.
Yeah, I'm not putting it on the stream.
Pretty sure you're not allowed to
Yep, no, we're not putting
stream
that on.
those games to Twitch.
By any chance, is it a Japanese game?
No.
Oh, that's even
Well,
worse then.
maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
It's giving me absolutely no details.
The company was made as a shell company for these games. I already can tell by, like, the developer and
Oh
publisher.
yeah, no, nope. Absolutely not. Yeah, we are just not going there.
Herald Sphere then?
Like, I don't know if they're actually made in Japan. Probably.
No. I don't think the game.
You queuing for Herald Sphere then?
Yes. I just wanted to check out that link
Well,
from.
You know, just
Either
as
regrets
like,
one.
Musin, are you joining us for Herald Sphere?
yeah, just send me the invite. I'll
Sending you
join.
the invite right now. As soon as you accept it, I will queue us up.
You.
All right. Come on, buttons. Magic buttons. We are queued. Oh, there we go. Weeboo.
No, we have a Weewoo.
We has a Weeboo.
We are Delancey? What?
No, Weeboo.
I have a pack of friends where we have, I mean, most of the people that are like British, maybe, mostly. And one of them just decided to be a herald for Tuesday announcement, and every week in the morning, usually, he just posts an audio file of him yelling, "It's Tuesday, isn't it, mate?" And it's just the most hilarious thing that makes your day. Yesterday, he just forgot, or he just ran out of his head, or was just busy with stuff and just didn't have the time to do it. So everyone was making fun of him, like, "Oh no, what day it is? I don't know what day it is. I don't know what's going on. I can't start my day without an announcement what day
What would
it
I
is."
do without that?
Yeah, and I just went on with my computer voice, and it was like, "Warning in case of malfunction. It's Tuesday, innit, mate? End of transmission." and everyone had a laugh at that one. It was just like, just decided to spontaneously turn on the emergency computer warning, just in case anyone feels lost. It's such a British thing. There's a actor on TikTok, Theo Walker.
Do not know him.
It's Walker.
I don't. Maybe I do know him. I just don't place the name.
He does a lot of those linguistic fun jokes when he's playing an American who doesn't know how to pronounce British, like, town, city, region names.
Oh God, yeah.
And he mispronounces them every single time, and like the British guy is tormenting him with, "It's read this way, innit, mate?" And it's like, then suddenly he throws in a bottle of water, and the American guy sweats and cries all over. It's the most hilarious set of sketches.
I got to Australia. I'm in Sydney. I need to make a connection to my next place, and I'm thoroughly lost in the airport. And I asked a person who worked in the airport, "Hey, I need to get the connecting flight to Melbourne." And she looked at me and goes, "You mean Melbourne?"
Yeah,
like,
the
no,
way they
Melbourne.
Well, with
It took me a
Australians, it's a
while.
little bit different because if their accent causes them to read it differently, but you should read it Melbourne.
But
It's just like
that's
the
how
way
it's
they pronounce
spelled.
it. It's just, yeah, that's how it's spelled, and like, I don't know, they took too much from the British, I think. But yeah, the way they read it, I can't. I remember I could, like, when I was working with Irish people, because I was working on a collection job over the phone, really. It wasn't like I was going anywhere, but I was doing collection job. Like, they just they just got an advertisement in one of the publishers in a newspaper, and they just didn't pay for it, so we were just doing a reminder. They usually paid after a single reminder, so it wasn't like a big serious thing. So it was just more like a pleasantry reminder than anything. But because I worked for them like 6 months in a row on a daily basis, I started to sound like an Irish person because I started picking up their accent. But for the love of me, how much New Zealand / Australian accent I'll hear, I cannot for the love of me even try to intentionally repeat it. I'm like, this is too complicated. My tongue does not. I don't know why, but it's as if you had marbles on your tongue, and whenever you're supposed to make contact with your mouth's roof to make a sound, there's something dragging their tongue down, which prevents them from pronouncing that sound. It's the most bizarre accent, like in English, that I could ever run into.
When I'm trying to practice my Danish with Pi, he's like, "You Americans, you eat your words. They're all in the back of your mouth and not up front." And I'm like, but we talk.
Well, it's true.
It is hard to get accents.
I could easily understand Scottish. I would never try to pretend I know how to say things with a Scottish accent, but I do understand it now. I remember my first exposure to a Scottish accent when I was first time in the UK with my dad. It was just like he was driving a truck and delivering stuff to them, and was back and forth, and he was stationing in a fairly still British / England southern location. I don't remember where was it. It was one of the small towns that I couldn't care for the name of, and we were trying to find if they had a shower on the spot, or do we have to go for a gas station instead. But the guy on the security booth was Scottish, and he was of certain age as well, so he didn't have all of his teeth.
Wow.
And when he opened his mouth to answer my question, I was like, I'm gonna come back later. I gave up. I thought I'm the expert in English, but then I met a Scottish person, and my confidence completely melted. I was like, I don't know what he said. He might as well be speaking Klingon. I didn't understand the word.
When we were in Ireland, that was our first moment when we met the person who was running the B&B, which was great. Or sorry, Airbnb. It was a great place to stay. She was very lovely, but my son and I were just looking at each other like, I have no idea what she's saying. And she finally stopped and slowed down to make
they
where
do
the
speak very quickly, and
and it turns out she was just asking where we were from, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're saying. Oh, do we have a gateway to go back to? Where is the gateway?
St. Isabel, of course.
There
least
it
for
is.
me.
I hate when you can't see the gateway on this.
Ugh, it's terrible.
I mean, I'm following the little circle, but I don't see the gateway. There
I
it
came
is.
back an hour later to that security booth,
Uh
and
huh.
there was a guy from Ghana.
Did you understand him better?
Darkest skin color I've ever seen to this day, and
Found
he
it.
didn't have a beautiful accent, but
Mm-hmm.
I understood him without an issue. By the way, a lovely guy, very lovely chap. I was asking him about
Finally.
something I don't remember about what, but lovely chap. But it was such an easy thing to talk to him, and the guy from Scotland was like, "Nope, I give up. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna embarrass myself further. I didn't understand what he said, a
Nope.
word."
Nope. Nope. Nope.
I just pretended I understood it, said thank you, and left. Like, said I knew he's gonna understand my thank you, but that was it. I was like, I'm not gonna understand the word you're gonna say. But I've watched enough Scottish stuff in like TV shows and films with Scottish people. Now I can understand them gladly.
See, I can
But
pull words here and there, but still tough accent to get.
it
Mr.
is a
Dave,
tough
why have
act.
you been up half the night?
Why are we not doing the sleepy thingy during the sleepy timey?
Unless it's like day off or something, or hot. Of course, you live in land where it gets hot, so.
I do, but
No,
but-
him. He's in the southwest.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
A
hot.
little different.
That's a different type of hot.
Yeah.
I can't imagine, like, when you have a heat wave living in Miami, which has
Ugh.
constant heat waves, and now if they have a heat wave, that means business, right? Because it's even, like, worse.
Well, the problem with Miami, in my opinion, one of many, is that it's humid. Same issue with when it's hot
Humidity is
in,
probably the worst,
like,
yeah.
New Orleans. It's
Humidity feels like you can literally hang stuff on the air. It's so thick. You feel like you're breathing with liquid, isn't it?
Hey, Mr. Dave, if you are game to try something different, my trainer has been promoting something called magnesium malate to help with sleep, and it's got less side effects than melatonin. I don't know that it actually helped me because I tried it last night. I tried it and then settled in to play game for a little bit, which, is probably stupid. Because I'm sleeping while playing game or not sleeping.
I didn't pay too much attention to the ship's performance, but I'm loving it too. And I didn't put even the best weapons onto it, I just went for visual. And it still looks and performs well.
I did discover that having a protein shake right before bed is a great way to never go back to sleep again ever in your life because, oh my god, you're so awake.
Oh my god, why did you do this to yourself?
Yeah. That was last week when I stayed up till like 2 in the morning and I had to be up and out at 4:30 because I was
I
driving
never
some
had a
places.
protein shake, but I'm wondering how much effect would it have on me.
Well, this
Because like nothing else works. I could drink a
particular one-
coffee, but I could drink an energy drink and then I can just lie down and sleep immediately after. Doesn't affect me at all.
well, this one definitely got me.
But
See,
I
I
guess
normally
it's
have mine
just-
first thing in the morning and I throw the leftover coffee into it, and it's fine. But I decided to make one with strawberries, vanilla protein, mango juice, nothing that should keep you up and wired.
And it did.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, next time I have a long drive home, I may go to the smoothie shop and get something with extra protein to make the drive home safely. 4
Sounds
seconds
reasonable.
left. Yeah. Then, of course, I promptly decided not to go to class this week.
Swear to Lucifer, forget a phone call.
Entering the
Where's the
gateway.
gate? There's the gate. There's the gateway.
I need this dreadnought.
Yeah, right.
I do. I'm not going to get
I
it.
mean, we don't have a task, we don't have
But we got
anyone else
Musin.
that's overpowered. Oh,
I mean,
right.
Musin can be totally OP, see?
Oh yeah, I didn't even get to fire at it. Oh well.
Well, now I got 2 of my 5 done.
You can do a hive. You can do a hive or something later.
Oh, I will. I'll throw something in there at some point. see. Does the new one? No, the new one doesn't have a dreadnought in it. Okay.
What new one? TFO?
Yeah. The
No.
new mini mission doesn't have one, and the new TFO doesn't have one because it's a ground thing. I needed to do
No.
6 captains on the ground last night.
Ugh. Fun? None.
So yeah, things just go boom when I look at it.
Don't look at things then. Keep your eyes averted. Do the
Look at
Cyclops
it.
thing.
Yeah, I think
Give it a
it's
side.
the
I know the full look.
I think it's the name of my ship when I come flying in, and all those heralds are like, oh, no, 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 and they press their self-destruct buttons. I'm flying 8 Moopsy in a duffel bag. The heralds must be going like, oh hell no, self-destruct. Right?
Oops. Boy, I cannot type today.
What are you typing?
Oh, just something for Mr. Dave.
Moopsy.
Where's the fluff? Hmm. The fluff has left me. He just
Yeah.
went to finish his breakfast. Never mind. Red alert. Send down red alert.
Just go pet a Moopsy. It won't walk away.
How are you doing?
Am I in this fleet? Oh yeah, I am in that fleet roster. I suppose I should contribute something to the fleet because apparently I only have 30. Oh, I'm a fleet admiral with only 35,000 credits. No, Musin, Harry does not need a promotion. I saw that. We're not doing that.
Oh, but that was so good though. You asked.
I did. Yes, that was totally on me. All right, folks, I'm going to get out of here, go work on the quilt, hit the gym, walk the doggies, who didn't hear me say that, because that's a bad word to say around here.
You said that out loud.
I did. I did. I'm a bad person.
Did they hear it though?
And I might be back on this afternoon to be playing some stuff.
Afternoon as in earlier, like yesterday?
Like yesterday. That was kind of fun to just drop in the middle of the day.
That sounds like fun. I will join.
Okay. Well, when I get home from the gym. Thank you. That was
Lovely.
perfectly timed.
Nice one.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get stuff done while it's nice and cool and go make my breakfast and do all my stuff. And then
I
when I
want
get
to
home,
shut off STI because my private laptop is
heating up.
generating the heat I don't need in this room.
I actually
It's running
burned my
just an
legs on
idle-
one of my laptops back in the day.
What?
The battery was overheating a bit, and it was summer, so I had it just sitting on my lap. And it was getting uncomfortable. I finally looked down there, and I've got blisters coming up where the battery was sitting on my lap.
Oh my god, that's painful. How long did it take to recover?
About 6 weeks.
I had a colleague at work who used to. I think she has a daughter. I don't know. I've lost contact because she turned out to be a bit. But
A bitten?
yeah. But generally, I remember she fell asleep with her kid on the lap next to a radiator that was fully on, and she had such a severe burn on her forearm. It
Yeah.
was literally just. It had a bubble on it, a visible protruded bubble.
Yeah, blister.
On her forearm. It
Big
looked
blisters, yeah.
absolutely gross, terrifying, but it was painful clearly because she was very miserable for the few weeks at least. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I went to get a facial, and the lady was saying, "Oh, this is a new bed, so let me know if it's too hot." Well, it wasn't too hot, but there was this one spot on my back the next day, and I'm like, "Gee,
Yeah.
that's weird." And I went to the gym, and somebody's like, "Oh my God, you've got a huge blister on your back." It was like 4 inches by
What?
2 inches because the heating element was just a little too hot, and it was just slowly cooking my skin through the sheets and the
Oh
blankets.
my god.
And that took forever to heal too.
Sounds awful. But I also learned today that there's a condition where your body produces too much of an enzyme that completely masks pain. And you might not know that your hand is cooking when you put it on the stove. You don't feel
Wow.
pain because there is no pain transmission in your nervous system. There's a woman in Scotland that lives with it when she started to feel that her hand was burning when she started to smell burning flesh.
Ew! Ew, ew,
I
ew,
know,
ew, 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 ew,
I know.
ew.
It's a weird condition because it kind of feels like a superpower, but on the other hand, no, no,
Yeah, no,
cursed,
that
cursed,
is
cursed.
no, definitely not. All right, I'm
It
gonna
is
get out of
cursed.
here, everybody. I'm gonna go make breakfast, and I'll try and be back in a little bit. And the Horgon hunt has ended. I'm so sad. But everyone have a wonderful morning, and as we like to say around here, stay moopsome.
Moopsum.
Who are you?
We are the knights who say...
Moopsy.
Computer deactivate iguana. How dare you?